Good morning, Whitworth. This is Kent McDonald here with you this morning for the Shema of the day. Hear, O Israel, Shema, O Israel. The Lord your God is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength. I want to say a little Shema to you seniors who are moving on at the end of this year. Finals coming up this next week. Many of whom I know many of you who have served in ministry, who've served as RAs, as Awake leaders, as Young Life leaders, as YFC leaders, as CMCs, and all the ways you've given yourselves to Whitworth and this community over your 4 years here. Shema, listen, seniors. Here's a little word from Luke 17, verse 33. Jesus said, "Whoever tries to keep their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life will preserve it." In other words, in saving your life, we lose our lives. But in giving our life, we actually find our life. As a kid, some of my best memories were when our cousins would come over and spend the night, and we would all sleep in the basement. You probably have memories of this. About 6 of us sleeping in sleeping bags in the basement, and it would get crazy as kids. We would be up till all hours of the night, and eventually my father, you would hear the door open, he would come into the basement, and he would look at us, and we'd all jump into our sleeping bags, and he would say, "Settle down. You guys settle down." And he'd slam the door, and we'd be like, "Oh." And even at a junior high, I hung out with these rambunctious dudes. We were noisy, squirrely. Even in 8th grade, we were wild, running around, chasing each other, saying stupid stuff. And eventually, several times, we got marched into the principal's office, and I remember the principal saying to us, "You guys need to grow up. You're 8th graders now. Grow up and settle down. Just grow up and settle down." It's interesting, the world tells us to grow up and settle down. Get your degree, get your job, get your money, build security, settle down, buy a house, get married, a 2-car garage, 2.5 kids, your 401k, your life insurance. Settle down. But isn't it interesting? When the world says, grow up and settle down, God says, grow up and take a risk. In fact, the whole story of God, the whole story of the Bible is this big risky movement. God calling people to step into the unknown, to step into the crazy, to take a big risk and trust Him. And in taking the risk, we actually find our lives. Again, whoever tries to keep their life will lose it. And whoever loses their life will preserve it. I think that's why Jesus loved little children. In Mark 10, verse 14, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." I don't think Jesus told the children to grow up and settle down. So, seniors, don't settle down. Don't grow up. Take a risk. Scare yourself a bit. Stay little. There's reasons that Jesus called us to have a childlike faith. And I can't wait to hear about what God does through all of you 5 years from now. That's my prayer. You'll remain in that childlike faith, and you'll grow up, and you'll walk out of here and take a risk. God bless you. Peace.